Good morning, student. Today we are going to start our history portion. So I hope so. Like the geography portion, you will also cooperate with your teacher, and whatever I will explain, you will understand in a very nice way. So today, student, we are going to start history, and in class 7th, you will study about the medieval period of our country. What the things that happened in our country during the medieval age. So this we are going to learn in the first chapter of history. So student, first of all, you can see here the map is given here. In this chapter you will study the one word subcontinent. Okay, subcontinent. So subcontinent used in the term of the India and the neighborhood countries of the India, which means we know the India, this one, the India's map is not clear, the it is spread is still here till Afghanistan, this China and other things. So here the Bangladesh, Myanmar, Nepal, Bhutan, this all were known as a subcontinent. Now friend, here we can understand the thing. First of all, this paragraph is explaining you the medieval period. We can divide into two periods. First of all, the early medieval period, and the second one is the later one. Okay, late. First early medieval period, and second one is the late medieval period. First early medieval period is considered from 6th to 13th century, and the late one is considered to be 13th to 16th century, and ended with the start of Mughal Empire in 1526. Now these things you will understand about in the further topic. Today we are going to learn about this much only. Already student, I have explained to you that in the class 7 you are going to learn about the medieval period of Indian history. So by the different references, by the different terms, we can divide the medieval period into two portions. First of all, the early medieval period, which had been considered or the lasted from 6th to 13th century, and the second one is the late medieval period, which is lasted from the 13th to 16th century. Now we are going to learn in the chapter only. This I have given some introduction to you. So first of all, you can see here, whenever we are studying the chapter, we have to look the objective of the chapter. First, extent of the medieval period. Extent means the extension. Okay, from where to where, what is the time limit of the any kinds of things. So this is extent of medieval period. Different names of India. Then third, outline the major political, socio-economic and cultural development important sources. So today you are going to learn these two. First of all, the points, extent of medieval period. Okay, so now student, you are aware about the timeline. This it is showing to you. First of all, you can see the early medieval period from the CE, it means of the birth of Jesus Christ. It means from, okay, classics maybe you have understood till 7th century. Classics you have learnt during the 7th century, after death of Harshvardhana. Then early medieval period, just now I have explained the above side the paragraph, from the 8th to 13th century. It means that during the 12th century we are having the early medieval period. You have to be understand this point. Afterwards, when the later one, it is considered to 13th to 18th century. So by the timeline you can understand. And student, timeline is a very important to learn our history. Okay, if you are learning the history, so timeline is taking the important place to learn about your history. If the timeline is clear to you, see, by this timeline you can understand, it is very clear to you from where to where. If you are drawing this one, so today you have to draw this timeline on the left hand side. When we will start a chapter, on the left hand side you can draw this timeline. There you can show like the book, where is the early medieval period and where is the later medieval period. Both the things by this map, by this timeline you can understand. So it is given in the first paragraph to you. It is given here. Same thing whatever I have explained to you above side. Okay, so medieval period is divided into two portions. The first one, earlier one, and second is the later one. Okay, so if you talk about this one, So medieval period had been started from, just we are counting from, okay, we are just counting from 800. So together we can understand about it. So together we can understand about the medieval period. If anybody asking to me what is the timeline of medieval period, so you can say 800 to 1800 BCE. This is the timeline of medieval history of India, 800 to 1800. From there we can divide 800 to 1200, it is the earlier one, and then 1300 to 1800 to later one. So this only you can understand. So same thing it is given in the first paragraph. Okay, the first paragraph, the things is explaining to the same thing here. The first one, all the things 800 C2 continue till 1800. Now student, in the classics, whatever things you have learned, that you have learned about your country, how the early humans were living, slowly how the Aryans came to our country, how they have developed the different kinds of things, these all the things you have learned in the classics. In class 7th you will study the medieval period, what how our country totally changed. Okay, really you will understand in the these topics. So what the things happen in here, you will study how the changes came in the political, social, economic and cultural life of the people in the subcontinent. Subcontinent already I have explained to you. So student, whenever there is some changes, okay, political means the life of kings were totally changed. Earlier there were no like a government, no democracy at that time. There was the only different kinds of the thing, monarchy system was there, almost the countries. So how the king was changed, how the society was changed, the economic condition of status of the people changed, and how the cultural life, whenever something happened, before that our country were like the saint sadhu ki ye dharti thi. But when the different people came here, so we started to, now we have left our Sanskrit language, we are talking, speaking, and we are doing all kinds of work in the English language, because this is the impact of the British policy. Okay students, so when the Britishers came to our country, so all the things changed. We came to we came in their impressions, we came in their lifestyle, and we started to put, we left our dhoti kurta. Okay, we left, we just adopt all the western cultures. So this is known as a different cultural life. Okay, in this way the political life also change of the human being, society also change. Earlier the people are living in the society in different way. I am just giving the example to you in the term of the British policy, when the Britishers came our country. But in class 7th you have to learn when and how the different things took place in the medieval period. You now slowly you will come to know when I will teach you, very you will take the good interest in the this all the things. Okay student, so now you have to understand any kinds of the point, either you are which any standard. Whenever history is repeating the changes, not only in the political but also in the social, economical and cultural life of the people. So same thing happened in the medieval period. Especially in the chapter you will study, it means earlier stage, which had been lasted from to 8 to 13th 12th century. During that period there were different dynasties. Dynasty किसको कहते हैं, जो राजाओं का वंश होता है. Okay, so there were different dynasties like the Palas, Rajputs, Rashtrakutas and Cholas. You will study, don't worry, slowly you will come to know. So there were the kings, different kings in our country, and they were known as the Pala, Rajput, Rashtrakuta and Cholas, and how their life changed slowly, how they, and in the place of them, the Afghan, Turks and Mughals occurred in the late medieval period. You will study all the things. You have heard the name of Akbar, this all the Mughals emperor, no? So you will come to know. In earlier there were our own kings from India, but later one, it means from 13th to 18th century, the different outsider they came to our country. Okay, so this you have to be understand here. Now student, another things is explaining to you the different kinds of the ancient name of India. Okay, our country were known as the different names. That is the first of all is Jambudipa. Okay, in the Puranas and in the Buddhist texts, our country name is the Jambudipa. Then Bharatvarsha, it is also one of the name of Bharat. Okay, that is given in the name of the King Bharat. Okay, in the Rig Vedic. Aryavarta, the land of Aryans, you have studied in the class 6. This name is given around 150 BC to northern part of India, because Aryan they settled in the northern part of India. Okay, so our country known as Jambudipa, Bharatvarsha, Aryavarta, then Tn Chu and Yin Tu. Okay, these are the Chinese name. Then Hindustan, then Hind. So when the Arabs came here, okay, so Greek also they called our country Indus or the Indus, okay, from the Indus river. And Hind also the Arab they called the, with the name of Indus they called the Hind, because they were not able to pronounce the in, so they were calling in place of I ha, it means aj. Okay, this term was used by the British India. So British, by this Hind also they called the India and India. So these are different names of our country. Okay, student. Now this medieval period is explaining to you features of the medieval period in India. It means what you are going to learn in this class 7th. First of all, you will study about the struggle for power between the Palas, Pratiharas and Rajputas. They are different dynasties name. It means they are the Pala kings, Pratiharas kings and Rajputas. So slowly you will come to know about this one. Second point, you will study about the emergence of several Rajput kingdoms in northern and western India. So you know in the north India and western, especially Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, there are the Rajput kingdoms. This also you will study in this class 7th. Next point, extensive clearing of land led to spread of agriculture and establishment of larger settlement. What happened? Slowly, it means the people started to activity of deforestation for their settlement. They started to clear the forest. The next one, formation of complex societies with economic and social differences. Okay, so this also the things had happened during the medieval period. It means the people started to some kinds of the complex society. Student, in the first paragraph already I have explained to you when there is some kinds of the changes. It means when outsider is coming, no, so there we are getting lots of changes in the political change, social changes, economic changes, cultural changes. All the things will change. Then next we will study about the arrival of troops from the northwest and establishment of Delhi Sultanate. So this also you will study in class 7th. How the people of in from the outside, suppose our country map is like this. Okay, so people they came from the western side. It means where the Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan, this area. Earlier, this still Afghanistan was India subcontinent. So how the people came from there, especially the troops, okay, and how they became the Delhi Sultanate in our country. So this also you will study in class 7. Then you will study about the spread of Bhakti and Sufi movement and then establishment of Mughal Empire. Last you will study the Mughal Empire from Babur to Akbar, Jahangir and Shah Jahan. Okay, student. So in the class 7 you will study all the points, how the Rajput rulers were in a country, how the different Rajput kingdoms they arose our country. There is the extensive clearing of land. Okay, the formation of complex societies, different kinds of societies, how they developed. And not only this much, the different trucks also came to our country from the western side. And along this one, there was the movement when the Bhakti and Sufi movement. This also class 7 you will study, and you will study about the Mughal Empire. Okay, so student, in this way you can understand these are the, this map is given and you can understand here. In further topic also you will study, these are Chandela's king, Parmaras from Gujarat, Rashtrakutas from the Deccan Plateau, Cheras. Okay, this is the Kalinga, Palas from the Assam, Karnal. So these are different dynasties in our country. You will study in the further chapter. Okay, this is the Pandyas here, other things. So today student you will get the exercise of this chapter. Today you have to be fill your book. All the things is given here. Okay, it is very simple to you. Late medieval period began in India, that is the 13th century. Chinese name for India is the Tianchu. Okay, is the following is the biography. This you will study. Humayun Nama is a biography. Biography means when a person is writing himself about own story. Okay, so question number 4 it is asking to you which are the following not an archaeological source. So archaeological source means chronicle is not archaeological source. Fifth one is also explained to you. This is a match the following. Okay, match the following also you can see here. And in this way today you have to fill your exercise. So hope so today whatever we have talked, it means it is the introduction of your class 7th history, what you will study in the further chapters, in how many parts are history is divided in the medieval history. Okay, history is a different part, but especially class 7th. So what are the different names of India and what are the special features for the medieval period India? This you have to be read, understand again the topic from your book. So till today this much only. So thank you student, have a nice